In this video, we are going to work on the weight in center balance animation, and I'm not starting from the very beginning, just a bit faster, but just to catch you up with what I've done so far. And this is a continuation of the presentation that I have as a PDF document. So up to this point, I have brought into the scene my video reference, and in that video reference I picked up a heavy object, and I just simply carried it away, and I made sure, at least in this practice, that I got a good reference in which I am shifted my balance, and of course the weight, and that is not achieved without a really heavy object. So in this case, you can see the box bounces off the ground very heavily, and I picked up on purpose the that kind of object so that I can carry between my legs just to exaggerate my animation. You can have all sorts of animation process, but this one I like it just to make it like that. So I brought that sequence, tip sequence in Maya, and then I decided to start by identifying my key poses. So let me do that in a second here. So I'm going to just simply isolate and then show my drawings don't match anymore. They used to, but not anymore. So I went through the whole thing and identified the key element, the yellow line and the red line, identifying my initial poses. So I went through all of it, and then later on I went and did the drawing of exaggerating those poses. So those are the green lines that you see. The ones on the left here were based on my original video. So you see that I'm kind of dramatizing a little bit more. And then I went ahead and I brought in my character. So let me just do that. And I generated in my scene, I'm looking exactly to my front view, generated first using the enable step to view. I went and created all those poses with my character. First went frame by frame and copied the drawing in front of my character. Again, they used to match my scale, but they don't do that anymore. And I was able to get her to sort of follow, and I make her to exaggerate some of the poses. You see that she lifts her foot off the ground in some of the poses following my initial sketch. So I can just go to the whole thing, and you can see that she is doing the motion roughly. We're working on orthographic view, that's why you don't see her getting closer to the camera. But if you look at her in the perspective view, she really is actually moving forward in the C space. Of course, she's not doing it with the box, but you can see her doing her action to move forward. I need to fine tune her animation, but that's roughly what it is. Also, I went and made sure that I had her. I added, after creating the poses, added some holding poses. So, for example, when she has to launch her foot forward, I'm talking about this foot. Let's see, let's try to show it here. Before she moves her foot forward, she waits a little bit there for a little bit, and then hold, and then she goes. So I guess that's not it. Here it goes. I just hold and duplicate this pose here and here. Unless, I won't see it until I turn off the enable step. That way you can keep her like from here to here, and then she goes and moves forward. I guess I was showing you the wrong one, but you can see that she stays there, and then she can go forward when I want it to go forward. So just holding the poses a little bit, that's going to force me to improve some of the keyframes, but it'll help me in the long run. So at this point, I'm about to start correcting some of the different poses. So I have her all blocked. Notice that I have not connected the arms to the box yet. Notice that I have not animated her upper body. So I'm gonna go pose by pose. I'm gonna start correcting her in those specific poses to get her to do what I want to do. So let me just do the first few poses and see how that that looks. So let's try to get to that. I'm going to maintain my drawings there because my drawings have reference of my center of balance, which is important to me. And of course, I'm noticing in my center of balance, I need in my original reference video, you see that the center of balance is always kind of pointing toward my weight, or my balance is, and I want to recognize that when I start, especially working with the box is usually following that center of balance because of course it is the one that is determining that in general. So the box is trying to follow that center of balance every time. It's not on it exactly, it kind of follows it after a few frames after. Alright, I'm just going to get into start improving that for different poses, and I'm going to just relax a little bit on her upper body and get her arms to do what they need to do. I'm just creating keyframes. I'm not going to worry much about the hands and the arms just yet because the hands and the arms are going to be using, especially the arms, using the IK rig. Right now I have them on FK, so for now I'm just gonna keep them simple like that, and then when I'm ready I will flip to IK. Right now she is not in step mode anymore, so she is actually doing her motion. So let me look at her pose there. She just went forward. Let me select my arrow key, that way it makes it a little bit easier. I'm here trying just to generate some poses. I'm gonna just pause my video for a moment and then I'll catch up in a little bit when I have a little bit more pose created. Okay, I just went and did a little bit of a cleanup, not fully cleaned up, but I've been adding some additional information initial timing is not quite right, but right now she's got some keyframes in the beginning, and I'm just trying to add some more control of the spine and a little bit of the head. I'm not animating arms because the arms are going to be animated using IK, as I said before. So I'm trying to get the back and the legs a little bit better. So I'm going to continue doing that, and I'm going to be sharing with you in the next video uh, the the completion of this step, so I can get to the whole process. Showing her completely blocked until the end, and then I will have to go back and refine some more to get again more information on her spine and adding some additional keyframes. For now I'm working only on the existing keyframes and not adding more keyframes yet, just to keep my animation clean and reduced to the minimum. So I'll see you in the next video.